you a prop firm payout guaranteed, and you don't pay us a single penny until you get paid. Let's face it.
Good morning. See if there's any news. So jobs claim was looks like it's less, though. Right. All right. So they won't commit on how many rate hikes or getting rid of some cut rates. Sorry. U.S. jobless claims was good. Came in lower. So the next news we have is U.S. existing home sales at 10. Hopefully we get some volume in between there. If you're just tuning in, gray bars means stay out, means it doesn't know the trend, doesn't know direction. My scalping indicator, which is free, is also gray. The cloud is green, so we would be waiting for green candles on the NASDAQ. Same with Dow. As soon as green candle come in, we'll look for buy signals. Right now, everything looks pretty slow. Trying to see if anything else is moving. Damn, oil moved pretty good this morning. So oil is red cloud, red candles. Let's see. Now I'm gonna do a little scalp on the Dow with my free indicator. I'll see if it pulls back a little bit. On my free indicator, when the triangle appears, it means that a new trend is kind of starting. You can play the outbreak. I was a little slow on that. I don't know if that's a good idea, but then let's see. We'll just put like a sell order at the 300. See if it goes up there. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We'll take profit either when it starts to pull back too much or the triangles run out. Good thing about this is that you could just keep scalping it, each candle, if you really wanted to. Alright, oil's still moving pretty slow here. This is just for the scalping indicator. This one's a different style because I'm just trying it out. It's basically the triangles. I just made it into a line. Thanks, oil. We gotta see what it does. If it closes above that, obviously it's wrong, and I gotta close it. Okay, it's going way too far up. I don't even want to trade it anymore. That one. Everything's still gray. Nasdaq is falling quite a bit though. Let's see what that does. I gotta watch the Dow that I was in for that scalp. The triangle's missing now. If it closes without it, then I have to close this trade. Once it doesn't get hold like that, it usually means it's gonna be choppy for quite a bit. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna close that. Guess she's gotta sit on her hands. Part of the game. Maybe just doesn't want anything right now. We just gotta wait. All right, so NASDAQ finally is turning into a red candle. We would want an orange, which means that it's becoming oversold there. So what we would want was a pullback, wait for a signal, and then we'll go to the downside. That's a huge gold candle. What the hell? Still saying it's oversold as it pulled up, so I don't like that either. Most likely the volume is low. Still sitting on the hands. Not literally. All right, pulling back the cloud. Now you could do the scalp, which is free. I have it as a red line here. I don't have that one released yet. It's gonna be the next candle that makes a new low. I might have just pre-did it too quick, but and then it's as simple as that. You can just keep scalping it if you really wanted to. That's not my main one. That's like I had made a lot of money with that scalping, but we're still waiting for a signal. You know, I like a nice little free $25. But look at that huge rejection. Because you got to look at these. If anybody wants this indicator, this one's free. Somebody else made this one, SR Channels. It's just support and resistance. And it already printed it out for me on the short term. You can obviously see that this was a good support area. And it still kept at it. These dots is VWAP. Everybody uses VWAP. If you don't know what it is, Google it. Alright, so this completely went past the cloud. So I'm not interested in it yet at all. and the scalping indicator turned back to gray. It's another waiting game. This yellow line is a resistance and support line that I drew manually. Let's see why I drew it. I don't know why these are all out of place. Another chop area. Trying to see where I should put this. Like that. Then the 5 minute, what was it, 9:44? All right, so we could do it's a little trick of from 9:30 to 9:45 Eastern. If you put in the highs and lows between that time frame, usually it's like a 60%, 70% accuracy. If it breaks above and continues that way, it's most likely going to trend quite a while in that direction. So right now, NASDAQ, if this breaks to low here, it should continue down. There's a short signal appearing. I'm gonna wait until it sticks when the candle closes. Everything else is still gray. All right, let's see. It's pretty far away from this cloud though, so I am a little nervous about it. You're not wrong if you take it here. I just feel like it wants to pull up first. Oh, see, it pulled up a lot, which makes me nervous too. But we're gonna do 2 contracts. It can go above the cloud, it just can't close above it. If it closes above it, then we need to close this trade. If this trade becomes bad, then we probably need to wait for these purple lines for a price to close above it or below it. But so far, we're still good. Like, you're not wrong for this here. It's just that it's a pretty wide stop. I would go in a smaller contracts if I was to go down there. Again, you're not wrong for doing that. I just want to be careful here. I really want this to start cracking down. If not, it might do like a 3-bar reversal, which I will not like. Alright, so let's close above it. You're supposed to close this. Just curious about this trend line here. I feel like it's just not respecting everything. I'm gonna close it as soon as it comes positive, because so we need to wait, unfortunately. And if you look at it, it's forming a triangle. So we gotta wait. So now we got two resistance lines we gotta break from either side. But that should have been loser. So it might not do anything until about 10. Still waiting. So you just rejected that little trend line again on the NASDAQ. It just hit that resistance, I would say support line. And it's now bouncing back up off of it. So we need to wait a bit. The USD 30 is moving kind of nice now. I'm going to watch it, okay? All right, we got a short signal here. Again, I kind of want to wait for this to break. Also, you want to wait until the candle closes. It'll give you a better explanation if we should short it or not. All right, so we're breaking it. I leave this short up, like come to appear early. Because if you're aggressive, you can get in early. I leave it up to you. If you want to wait and see if it's going to stick, then you wait until the candle closes. Like if this is falling all the time, I'll get in early with the short as soon as it appears. So I like it. I do definitely like it better up here, just in case. But we know that it can go up here, so remember that. Alright, let's see what happens here. Looks like it wants to break, honestly. I'm just going to add one more here. I'm trading multiple accounts if you hear other sell orders. So normally you would close behind this cloud, but because of this trend line, we're going to see what happens. Alright, still break it down. Very nice. We do want to be careful around this area here. It wouldn't be a bad idea if we took some profit. Just because we know there might be a bounce. Or it might just smash through it, which I hope. But in 5 minutes, the housing news is there. So I'm just going to buy one. Alright, it's breaking through a little bit. Still feel like it's going to come back up. I'm okay with that. So it broke below that 15. Minute resistance area. We're going to see what it does here. So it broke down, came back up, and is now doing a shooting star or hammer. I like to call it a reverse hammer. Off of that trend line. My scalping indicator, which is free here, I have it as a form as a line. On this one, usually I have it as a triangle. It is pointing down still. So if you were in this short and you wanted to play by the rules and not do anything else, well, I want to say by the rules. If you wanted to just play how I normally do it, would be a short, hold it until it turns orange or yellow, and get out. All right, there is a short appearing on the gold. $30 seconds for that candle. I'm just nervous because there is news at 10. Which is in about 2 minutes. The news is housing, existing home sales. So it's forecasted to be 4 million. .08. The previous was 3.96. Alright, still doing pretty well if you're in that short. I'm going to be a little more cautious here and see what happens in 57 seconds. Then after that, there is natural gas, but it's not really a big news event at 10:30. After this, there shouldn't be anything really big changing. All right, let's see. 10 o'clock. More home sales. Existing home sales. Well, gold ripped down. I'm not really sure. I think it's bullish. We're still in that pocket though of chop, so we gotta wait a little bit. If you got in that gold short, went all the way down, it turned orange, and then it did go yellow for a tiny bit, so you would exit at that time. All right, I think a short might be appearing soon on this NASDAQ. I'm probably going to shoot for like the 500s. There's the short. All right, so we could be aggressive here, or we could wait for a little bit of a pullback. This is pretty. This is falling pretty good here. All right, I'm in 3 right now. Sorry, just wants to retest. Wants to retest that line there. I think I should get in one more here. On that little pullback. Remember, our stop loss would be if the candle closes above the cloud. It can go past the cloud, but it can't close above it. Might toy with us a little bit, but it's okay. We're gonna hold it. I'm in 4 contracts deep in this one, and then on my other copy trading one, Top Step, I'm in 6 deep to the downside. This looks like a 3-bar play almost. Down, up to the midway, and if we can get this to go break down below, this is going to fall. Gotta have a little more patience here. This was such a good short too. Alright, another short appears, which is a good sign. Fall, baby, fall. Now, we got a short signal, so we entered, right? We would want to hold this until the candles turn orange or yellow. There is a lot of chop here. All these lines here are support areas. So we got a blue one here. I know my buy limits are here, but ignore those. We got a yellow here and 2 yellows down here. We do have the 500 level here, which price is loves to go to whole numbers. So that's what we're waiting for here. In my opinion, I think we'll get there. If we don't, then we'll take our profit a little earlier. All right, first support area right here. We really need this to break. I drew this days ago on a higher time frame, and it's still bouncing off of it, which means it's pretty strong. So if it breaks through it, that'll be a good sign of indication to the downside. I think it's gonna go. Yep. All right, so our first one will take a little profit here. I kind of should go like right here, but all right. I'm not being greedy. I'm just looking at the support areas. All right, so first one hit. All right, I just passed another Columbine for my top step, which is sweet. Let's see. So it might come up. Looks like it wants to do a reverse hammer. Let's see how it closes here, this candle. If we get this candle to do a reverse hammer, so it is a little bit orange. I still think it wants to go to the downside, though. You wouldn't be wrong taking profit at the orange there. I feel like it's going to go to major yellow, which is extreme oversold. what's it gonna do here? Kind of sucks. It did bounce off the support area too, but I still think it wants to go down.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record it. First,
All right, so it looks like another hammer in about 3 seconds. This could be the area here too. This thing's really toying around here. I wonder if I should take 1 or 2 off, because I really don't want to give too much profit back. Because right now we're in break even on this trade, and it's going to above already. But we're gonna hold this to see if it closes above the cloud. My scalping indicator, that's free, turned gray, which means it lost its momentum to the downside. I'm not liking this. Sucks. Come on. I'm supposed to close it right now. I'm just looking at VWAP and I'm like, please get canceled there. Fall back down. Sucks. Urgh. I don't understand why it didn't continue down. Fucking annoying. I mean, I did make $1,000 on my other combine, but I really wanted this to continue down. I don't understand why it didn't. Just stopped at 518. Yeah, it's a minor support area, but geez. And we're above that 15-minute chop again, so it was really annoying. Just want to drag this out and see how it reacts to it. Of course, it touches it. Now we're overbought zone. Guess I should have took out this fucking orange here. I wonder if this candle turned yellow and I missed it. Like partially really quick. I doubt it. And just got over to oversold, and it's like, it's already continue up, so it said I'm gonna continue back up. We'll get it back. So it's above that little. I'm just curious to see what this Dow did. So a short signal, and then it turned yellow. So you would have been golden right there. Yellow out. Would have been a small win, but it definitely told you when to get out. That gold short, awesome again. I bet you would turn yellow here, and you're getting close to the whole number. And it 2 orange bars in a row. Sometimes if it's orange and then it turns red, back to red after, like the next candle, you should probably get out. It means that it lost that momentum to the downside and it's starting to turn back to the upside, which I should have did on this NASDAQ trade. Once it turned orange and the next candle was red, I was still almost, $200 in profit here. I should have just took it and waited for another signal. Instead, I was curious. We're so close to that 500 level. I guess it was more of my mistake. On the 5-minute, we are kind of above the cloud again. This does not know what it wants to do right now. There is a short in the Dow, but we're in so much support right here. You wouldn't be wrong taking it. I bet you it's going to be a small loss if it's wrong. For educational purposes, I will risk my money. Alright, so we're in 3. And we'll hold this until the turn is oversold again. Hopefully it breaks through that support though. That's what's kind of annoying. It's kind of teetering above it. Come back down, didn't close. Remember, it can go above the cloud, it just can't close above it. Close above it, then it cancels. Coming back down still a little bit. Still in it. NASDAQ bars turning gray, which means no clear direction. Stay out. which makes me a little nervous on the Dow because if it has no direction, most of the market. Alright, looks like it's going to the downside now, which is good. Gold is turning red. I might do a little gold here.
Simon says, upgrade. Again.
Oh, why did this change? Dow.
Simon says,
I entered on the gold because my scalping indicator turned red. Just a free indicator that I created. All right. Dow's moving nicely. We are going to hold this until it turns orange or yellow, indicating oversold. Doesn't mean it's not going to stop right at that moment, but I like to take that in that area when it's oversold. I take profit and then I will get back in on another signal. All right, so we just got orange. I'm going to take one profit. You know what sucks is that my scalping indicator just popped up too to the downside. Well, it doesn't suck. It just confirms a stronger downside. Makes you want to hold it longer. Not too sure what I want though. Alright, so we went orange to red. So we could still have some more downside. If the candle turned orange and then the next candle turned red, I would be weary and probably get out. Alright, so we got a yellow here. And orange. So it's teetering back and forth. I think I'm going to take one more off. Alright, this is kind of fighting a lot too. If it closes above this resistance to support line here, this channel, then I would be getting out. But if this breaks below it, it should continue down a little bit. This is my scalping indicator, these triangles. I like to usually trade this when it breaks the previous candle low, and it just broke this candle low. The previous candle. So back in the day, I used to scalp these. I would take profit as it goes down. It's a lot of work, but it works. All right, so we're going up pretty high here. I'm gonna take my profit there. I gave back a little as it goes on up, but it's the name of the game. Short here on the gold. I'm going a little deeper on this one. Go 4 contracts. Ooh, imagine it goes on here. That'd be sweet. Another short. So it's gonna be the second short entering in now to the downside. Still waiting. This short could disappear, but it only disappears if the candle isn't closed. It does not repaint. You gotta wait for the candle to close. Alright, so that short is gonna stay there now. So now this would be a great area to enter. Stop loss would be if the candle closes above the red cloud. It can go above the red cloud. It just can't close above it. If it closes above it, then the trade is invalid. NASDAQ looks like it wants to plummet. We'll wait on it. I'm not going to trade on my other accounts. I'm already up 1,000 in each one on that one trade. Then I took profit early. And then on this count, I let it go against me like an idiot. I wonder if it was the psychology with it. I don't know. But the NASDAQ, even though it looks like it wants to plummet, it's still gray. Look, this is what I originally wanted it to do too. Wait, is it? Oh no, so like over here it went up and now it wants to do it. You know, why couldn't it have done that before? It's gonna go to that 500 like I wanted it to. And this is the 500 right here. I wonder if market makers are in this and they're like, nope, we're not going to let it hit 500. Because look how above that is. If this continues up, this is going to take away so much profit from people. That's why sometimes I like to do like maybe 5 points above. Or this might rip through 500, take out some orders, like some stop losses, because some people like to put their orders at 500 for the buy side for a bounce. And this will take it right out. So on the Dow, if we look back at it, it never closed above that cloud. So this trade would have been valid. Still. All right, Nasdaq broke below the 500. Some people probably have some buy orders there because there's a whole number. Another short on the Dow too. Nasdaq is popping out into a red candle, but it's oversold yellow. Take a little short on the Dow. Nothing crazy. I wonder if Nasdaq is going to go to the 450 areas. My gold trade is still valid. It did not. It went above the cloud, but it did not close above it. Close above it is what cancels it. Or if it just starts going like ripping up, then I'll close it. All right, let's get this dropping. The Nasdaq looks like it wants to fall, man, but it's orange again, so just be careful if you are to enter in this area. All right, we got another short on the gold. This thing is either gonna plummet to the depths of hell, or we are wrong. I'm gonna take a profit on my Dow, and I want to go more into gold here, because I think this baby's gonna go. I'm liking it down here, honestly. I want to go to a higher time frame real quick, and I want to see if there's any resistance in between there. I mean, we have a little bit here. This whole thing actually looks like chop. Let's go to the 4 hour. All right, we got some here. My phone's ringing. I'm gonna get off the mic for a minute.
Have you ever wondered how the world's currencies are traded? The foreign exchange market, also known as the Forex market, is the largest and most liquid financial market in the world. It's a marketplace where currencies from all over the globe are bought and sold in pairs. A currency pair is a quote that shows the value of one currency in relation to another. For example, the British pound against the US dollar is one of many currency pairs that can be traded with Forex.com. The value of individual currencies change over time, often second to second, and speculative traders can take advantage of these changes by buying and selling at the appropriate times in order to make a profit. However, as the market is constantly fluctuating,
So it looks like there is some resistance here. We have to be careful. But I would really like this to get to 600. But I feel like it's not a clear... It's just not clear. It looks like it's more of an area. I do this sometimes. I like to argue with myself. I know it sounds crazy saying that out loud, but I like to argue with myself to see if I'm wrong. I mean, it is yellow. Gold, for some reason, likes to be yellow a lot. And it just went to orange, so we have to be careful on that. All right, back to yellow. Better sign, orange. I'm going to take profit. Small win. This Dow short, though, completely denied it went up. So we got a few winners on the shorts here. Well, we would have had one winner, two winner. I would say 3-ish here. Once it went back up to high, you should have took your profit, like a trailing. And then the last one would have been a loser though. But this keeps you out of those those large losses. This will keep it a smaller loss. Look, and I knew gold was going to do this. There's that gold again. See, I don't know why, but gold just loves to be oversold a lot. It just does it. Sucks as Nasdaq because that would have been a great short, but it's turning gray bars again. Means the volume's like dead. All right, so far, my top step. I passed 2 combines, and I'm up a couple grand on the other ones. On one trade on the Nasdaq, it was a very sweet trade. But on this account, with TradingView, I didn't get out on this orange because it did a reverse candle, like it wanted to fall, and I was waiting for it to be more yellow, but it never did. It popped all the way up, all the way against me. I should have took profit as it went up, ended up turning into a losing trade. Very small loss, but it's still annoying to give that back, because that would have been a great trade. Yeah, if this wasn't gray, this would probably be a short signal right here, or at least close to it. But watch this go to the upside and you'll understand why it's gray. There you go. Got your answer. Doesn't know what it wants to do. And that's why this is a great system. This is a little rough today, some of the trades, but look at gold. These are winners. None of them closed above the cloud. Dow winners except for the last one, which is good. 3 out of 4. That's a pretty banging ratio with a small loss. You can even reduce that ratio if you wait into the cloud area to buy, or whatever you're doing, short or buy, short or long. There's so much in me wants a revenge trade on this, but you just can't do it. Just gotta wait for a signal. Trade it normal. It is 10:44. I usually only trade till 11. See, it would have been a great time to get out. It went down. It actually hit the support area, bounced off it perfectly. And you know what's funny is that I just drew this area. So it goes down. You would have been perfectly fine taking profit here. If not, you wanted to hold it and see if it went to this support area. It was orange. It was yellow and then turned orange and then red. So you would have got out with profit. And then that would have been perfect timing as it goes to the upside. So it's telling you that it's oversold. And if anybody thinks that they could replicate the system, good luck. This is my own settings. I've never seen anybody do it. So, good luck trying to figure that out. Yes, I've looked at everybody's indicators, styles. I've done it all. This is what works for me. Because if you wanted to do this long term, which I could do for you, this is a double bottom almost. All right. Could have easily did the reverse hammer here to the downside. You would wait to see if this breaks. As soon as it starts breaking, which I would probably do right here, and enter all the way down to the next one. That would have been a good one. So the 5 minute does work on this. It's just that sometimes it'll be really oversold for a while. All right. Candle is green now. Cloud is still red, so it's indecisive. My scalping indicator is gray. So it doesn't look too good to trade that. Let's look at oil. I'm going to take one. I'm going to take two. Oil would have been good. Would have been rough here, but it never closed above. Came back down. Maybe break even there, and then these green candles would have made me nervous. But now we're going back into the downside, which is close to the cloud, which is good. All right, we're just gonna do a quick. Oof, oil is rough, huh? This is a mess. Oh, that's a hard one. I mean, you obviously got these two tops here. That one's easy. I like to do blue for the higher time frame. This is a rough one. This one looks pretty good, that one right here I just drew. Just don't know about this one. This whole area sucks. Ass. The only thing I think of is to the downside here. Five minutes way oversold. definitely going against me a lot here. Gotta be careful. We're gonna see right here what happens. Come on, turn gray. Just sucks because this kind of looks like a support area. If candle closes above the cloud, we're gonna get out. I should get out because the candle's gray, but we'll see what happens.
This holiday season, you have to shop Sephora at Kohl's for your gifting needs at any price point. These are the gifts that I plan on having on hand for any of my friends.
I definitely thought this was gonna be a good trade here, but it went against me pretty quick. Normally I close if the candle goes above, but it is gray, which means that it's gonna be choppy. Let's see. We'll hold it a little longer. Oof. Not good. This will be my last trade because it's too choppy. Everything is too choppy. Made a couple thousand on my top step. This one's not doing me very well today on the trading view. All because I didn't get greedy. I just thought it was going to go down further on the NASDAQ. Okay, this is way above what I wanted. And everything else is gray too. Alright, that's going to be the end of my stream. If you want this indicator, it has been a little rough the past couple weeks, but it's going to give you good wins and small losses. It's just been really choppy the past couple weeks, and that's not because of the indicator. It's just because the price is just been wild. We have too much news going on. We're switching presidents. There's possible wars gonna happen. Got aliens. Some people are just unsure of what's going on, and the feds aren't being honest with us with the inflation. It is getting under control a little bit. Oh, this sucks because this is coming right back down. This closing that huge losses comes back down. That sucks. I'm getting sidetracked looking at this because that annoys the piss out of me. No, I wanted the 5 in this because it touched the red flag, red cloud, and the 5. which a huge denial. See, that is annoying. All right, whatever. So yeah, signals, they're great. November was an amazing month. This month was a little choppy, but I'm making money. I'm positive. Just gotta take it slow, not get too greedy, not too large of sizes, and go from there. If you do want signals, I have a 1 month free code. The code is starter package. Sign up at WAP. You get the indicator. You get access to my Discord. We can talk anytime you want. And it's 1 month free. If you don't like it, cancel it. It's not that hard. I mean, I've been doing this for quite a while. I've been showing my results live. It's not like I'm hiding it, trying to be a scammer. But yeah, if you have any questions, just leave a comment in any of the videos, or you can join my Discord, the free section, and I will answer back to you as best as possible. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.